present. Yes, good morning. See, I gave you work, but except 4 students, no other student has done that particular work. So I want you to do practice first. If you will not do practice, you will not understand my SQL. Okay. So last time what we have discussed, how we are going to create the table, how we are going to insert the value in the table, how we can see any information with respect to complete table, row wise, column wise, all these things we have discussed, all the relational operators we have discussed, all the logical operators we have discussed. Okay, so now we will be continuing a few more things. First, we will select our database. So use 12 CS. This is our database. See, there is one doubt. We can give spaces in varchar type. Yes, in varchar type, spaces are also supported. Means whatever you can type from the keyboard. Okay, all type of information you can give. Okay, then next is we have created one table here. We'll see which table was there. Show tables. Okay, so table name was STU. Suppose if you forget the name of the table, you can see like this. Then table content, we will see first select asterisk from STU. Okay, now see, maybe in your table also you must have found one thing, that if null value you have to insert that, how you are going to insert the null value. For example, I'm going to insert fifth record. Sorry, I'm going to insert fifth record, but I don't know what is the average and what is the date of birth. So what I can do in that particular case, we will be writing something like this: insert into STU and then values. Now those who have done practice, they will understand very frequently that what I wanted to say. Then after this, we have to give the name, suppose Hannah, and then address. Suppose I'm writing here MHB. Then after that, I don't know date of birth and I don't know name. Now there are two things. One thing is you can close this and put semicolon, but you will get error message over here. Okay, the error message is column count does not match. Means this type of assignment you cannot do. Like this, you cannot insert the value. What is the meaning of this? If 5 columns are there, it is compulsory that you are going to give total 5 values. Fine. So therefore, when I'm going to write this, I need to mention that 2 more columns were there and both are empty. Empty means I have to write nulls manually, then only it will work. Just wait. MHB, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 are there. So after name, I need to give the age also. Suppose I am giving age 13. So see, now it is working perfectly. Now what you have to understand over here, that is null. Okay, null is nothing but when you wanted to show something empty, when you are not sure of any type of value, you will give null. Remember, null will be always given without any code. Okay, maybe you have done mistake when you have created the table, but remember, null means it has to be without any code. It is predefined and it indicates empty in the MySQL. Fine. Now, if you wanted to check what you are having in the table, select asterisk from STU. You can see over here null values. See, by mistake, if anybody's name is only null, I'm inserting one more record. Okay, insert, I'm storing here 6th record, and by mistake what I have done over here, suppose I am writing here null, NULL, in the single quote by mistake. Fine. And then date of birth and all, everything I'm giving over here. Suppose it is 2000, then -9 -8. It's not minus, it's hyphen. And then average 45.89. Now suppose I wanted to check, I wanted to display all those information where the date of birth also I'm storing. One more value I'm inserting here. 7th record. It is null 13 MHB. Suppose this also I'm making as null. You have to understand that how I'm giving null values. Okay, now see, now let me know if I wanted to search for the null value, wherever date of birth is null, how I'm going to check? What should I write here? Select, then you can speak, no problem. Select
Roll number.
asterisk from
to
STU, then
where
where, again,
DOB is equals to null.
see, we will simply write like this, where DOB is equal to
Null.
single quote, I'm writing null. See, first of all, it is not showing you anything. Chalo, theek hai, we are
Because
single
null
quote.
shouldn't be
Hanji?
null shouldn't be in the quotes.
I'm removing this quote also, then also it will not work. Okay, the reason is, see, I'm having null value, but still it is not showing. The reason is we cannot check null value like this. For checking the null value, you need to write is null. Okay, is null means wherever it is actually null, it will be showing you that particular information. And if you wanted to check reverse of this, so you will be writing is not null. Okay, so again I'm repeating, if you wanted to insert null value, you are going to insert like this. If you have to check for the null value, is null. If you want reverse of this, is not null. Now same thing we will apply over here. This is what we have done for date of birth. Now suppose same thing I wanted to do for name, that wherever name is null, fine. So I will be writing something like this, select asterisk from STU where name is null. But you can see that it is not showing me this null value. Why?
Because it is a name.
I have done, my insertion was wrong in this. Actually, this was not the way of inserting null value. Now what MySQL has understood, that null is nothing but the name of the person. Okay, and if it is name of the person, means it is just like Alice and Alex and Jack. It is just like that. So you can write simply is equal to, and then you can check for that. But again, I'm repeating, this is not the correct method to insert null value. And this is not the proper method to check for the null value. It means you are not writing null value only. Okay. So that is the one thing, that is how we are going to handle the null values. Now we are going to discuss two more things, that is how we can delete any row or how we can update any row. Now suppose first we will see how many records are there. Select asterisk from STU. See, you can see over here, 7 rows in set. 7 rows means total 7 rows are there. 7 records are there. Now suppose I wanted to delete the 7th row only. Fine. So command is delete from STU. Now suppose after this only, if you will write semicolon and you will press enter, all the records will be deleted permanently. So never do that type of mistake. Okay, if I'll press enter now, it is going to delete all the records, so I will not do that mistake. After this we need to write where clause. Okay, so we need to write where, and then we have to give something which is very unique in that particular record. Okay,
Roll number.
very record means, for example, roll number, exactly. So where roll number is equal to 7, because if I'm going to write anything which is common, for example, if I'm writing age is equal to 13, so in that particular case all these 3 records it is going to delete. So when we are going to delete, we have to be very specific that what type of information we wanted to delete. So you write like this and press enter. See, it is given 1 row affected means 1 row has been deleted. Now if I will check, now you can see that your 7th last record has been deleted from here. Now if you wanted to make changes in the sense, suppose I wanted to update something, there are sometimes you may do mistakes, or suppose this DOB, where DOB was null, that you wanted to make change. So what you can do, suppose later on I came to know what is the date of birth of this person. Okay, so what I can do, I can use update command, update, then table name, set, then whatever new information you wanted to set. It means date of birth is equal to, then in double quote, 20, 11, 03, 04. Then you have to give where condition again. Suppose if you will not give where condition again, it will change for all the records. Means everybody's date of birth will become this date only. So what we have to do over here is we are going to write the where clause. So where, and then over here you will be writing your ROLL is equal to 5. Okay, once we have written like this, you can say, you can see over here that it is given that one record has been changed. Now, if you will check your table, you can see over here that previously for Hannah, it was null. Now for Hannah, it is what we have given over here. So this is how you are going to update. But be very careful when you are updating or deleting any information. Okay. Then after this, we have now so many clauses that we are going to use in between. For the very first clause is between clause we are going to discuss today. Between means suppose if I wanted to give the range, for example, age between 13 and 14. So I can write something like this because right now I'm not having a big variation. Okay, in average I will give select asterisk from STU where. Now see, after where you will be writing first of all name of the column. Your column name is AVG. Then between is your clause. After between you are going to write the range. For example, I am writing 0 and 50. So actually I have given the range that it has to be between 0 and 50. So this is actually very common method, that very common clause when we wanted to select on the basis of a particular range. Okay. Similarly, suppose I'm changing this, I'm giving over here from 75, or I'm giving here 67.45 till 100. I'm just showing you the reason that why I'm using. Now see, what you have to understand over here that I have given here 67.45. Okay, so you can see that the boundaries are not included in this case. Again, I'm repeating, boundaries are not included. It means 67.45 was not included in this. So you have to understand in this manner. Okay. Then the next thing is, suppose if I'm writing something different. For example, suppose now I have given a range like this. It means first value is bigger and second value is smaller. It is not going to work. Okay, it is compulsory that first value must be smaller as compared to that of your second value. Then only your between will work. Otherwise, between will not work. I hope this is clear for between. Okay, then when you are writing between, you can use reverse of this between. For example, this one we have checked, it is giving me 2 records. Same information I am writing, and I am writing not between. Okay, before between you can write not. So you will just get reverse of this. You will just get reverse of this. And one thing what you have to observe over here, in both the cases, this case as well as this case, this null value has not been shown. Okay, total you are having 6 records. Out of those 6 records, you can see 2 records are shown for between, and for not between, remaining 3 records are shown. But for null value, it is not shown. So for null, if you wanted to check, you have to give separately or explicitly, you have to give the command. Then see, there is one variation. It is not compulsory that you are going to use between again and again. Between only. You can write something like this, where age is greater than this and age is, because maybe you may write like this, age is less than this. See, then also you will be getting the same answer. This one and this one, both are same. Okay, so now it is your choice whether you are using a relational operator for the range or you are going to use between clause for the same. Boundaries are not included in this case. This is what you have to keep in your mind. Okay, then after this, next we are having is, suppose if we wanted to make a condition based on a list. We wanted to make some list and then we wanted to see the information. Again, I'm showing you the table first. Select asterisk from STU. This is my table. Now see, I wanted to see all those persons who belongs to MHB or CHB. Okay, so what I can do, select asterisk from STU where ADDR Now this is another clause, N clause. Then after N, you can write the list of information, the list of values basically. For example, the very first information is I said CHB, comma, I said MHB. Now suppose when you have hundreds of variety and you wanted to check for 5 or 10 variety. So this is the best option. Okay, you can see it is showing me all these information based on CHB and MHB. And one thing I think that you must have observed that MySQL is case insensitive. Insensitive means I'm writing here in capital, but then also it is checking for both capital as well as small letter. I'm repeating my word, insensitive. It is case insensitive means it is not going to sense for the cases. Okay. Now see, this is
ठीक है मैम.
suppose if you are asking all the means you have asked city from the users, then later on you wanted to see the information of only Jodhpur or Jaipur, something like that, or only four means 100 cities you have asked, you are having in your list, and out of those 100 cities, only for the 4 cities you wanted to see the information. So this is the best option to create the list in this manner. Okay. And just reverse of this also you can do. Right now I have written in, you can write not in to get the reverse of this. So actually this is very good. When we are going to fetch the information, fetching means we are getting back the information, fine. So if you wanted to retrieve the information, that time you can do like this. Okay, now one of the very important topic based on queries, that is the like clause. Pattern matching. Select asterisk from STU. I'm showing you my table again. Now see, what is the meaning of pattern matching? Now suppose if my question is I wanted to see the details of Alice. So what you are going to write? Select asterisk from STU where name is equal to then in this Alice. Okay. Very easy. But this is called exact match. We are using is equal to when we are having exact match. Exact match means Alice. No other name. Okay. No other spelling at all. But suppose we wanted to do search on the basis of some patterns. Okay. For example, whose name starts with L or whose name ends with H or whose name is having E anywhere in their name. So on the basis of that, if I wanted to see the information, so for that, the very first thing is we are going to use like clause, and in the like clause we are going to use two wildcard. First is the percentage and second one is the underscore. First you try to understand both these. If we are using percentage means 0 to infinite characters. Okay. If I am writing percentage means 0 to infinite characters, and if I am writing only underscore means only one character. It can be any character, but only one character. Now what is the meaning of this? I'll explain you with the help of 2-3 examples. Then I'll ask question from you. The very first question is that suppose I wanted to see the information of all those persons whose name starts with A. Okay, these are very common question for your even for your board examination. Okay, so first of all, instead of is equal to, I will be writing like here, where name like. Then I said A, and after A, we can have 0 to infinite characters. So I will be writing here percentage. It means first character has to be A. Then after that, 0 to infinite character. Means you can have as many as characters, your choice. Okay, then if I'll use this, you can see that it is showing me both the information. Okay. Then if I say last character must be H. Now let me know what changes I will do over here. Any one of you. The question is last character must be H. You can unmute your mic and speak, no problem.
Percentage H.
Very good. Percentage H means for the last character, we are saying that it is for sure, it has to be H. And before that, we can have 0 to infinite characters. So it means over here, I'm writing the same command, but here I'm writing percentage and then H. Now you can see it is showing me all those information whose last character is H. Now suppose I'm saying anywhere H, anywhere A. All those names which contains A in it. It may be anywhere.
Only A.
A must be there, then you can have anything. And A can be
Name is like
name.
A
Hanji?
without percentage sign.
Repeat again.
Without percentage sign, just we have to type A. Name like A.
Name like A will not work. Suppose I am writing A, it will not work. See, empty.
Percentage both sides.
Yes, if we are having percentage both the side means before A anything and after A anything. And again I'm repeating 0 to infinite characters before A, 0 to infinite characters after A. So you can see all those names which are having A in it, it is showing you. Okay. Now out of these, suppose I wanted to see only the information of those student who is having A at the second position. Again I am repeating A at the second position. Because see, for 0 to infinite characters, now it is clear to all of you. Now I am saying at second position must be A. So what we will be having?
And we will use underscore.
Very good. Where? Means what I am going to write in this in the single quote. Think and let me know.
Ma'am, underscore A and then percentage.
Very good. Very good. See, underscore A percentage, sorry. Underscore A percentage. What is the meaning of this? Any one character which is compulsory, then A at second position, then 0 to infinite characters. है ना? Again I am repeating. First character underscore means it is compulsory that one character must be there. Then second character is A, then 0 to infinite characters. So you can see A at second position. Okay, so I hope this is clear. We will be using one more thing. Suppose I wanted to see all those information having E at the third position. Now I think it is very easy for you. E at the third position.
Ma'am, 2 times underscore and
Yes.
E
The very
in
first thing is we
percentage.
can use 2 time underscore. Very good. Then E. Then after that infinite characters. Okay. Now all those names which are of 3 digits, 3 characters.
3 underscores.
Yes. So no need to calculate length. You write 3 times underscore. See, this is very good for you to understand. That suppose if you wanted to extract any information on the basis of length, this is how you can do this. And again, I'm repeating, this is very important even for your board examination. This type of chances for this type of question is very common. Okay. Then after this, one more clause, that is order by. Order by means suppose you wanted to arrange your list either in the ascending order or in the descending order. This will be the last command of today. So see, suppose you wanted to arrange either in the ascending order or descending orders. Generally what happens, how you are inserting in that manner only your complete table will be stored in the table. Okay, so now suppose I wanted to see all the information on the basis of age. So what I'm going to write, STU order by. This is the command, order then space by then age. So now you can see complete change in the table. First is 13 years, then 14 years, then 15 years. Similarly, order by age. But now suppose I want in the descending order. The very first thing what you have to understand that by default it is giving you information in the ascending order. Now if you wanted to see the information in the descending order, simply after your complete command order by age, write DESC and then press enter. Now you can see it is showing you with respect to age and that too in the descending order of the age. Similarly, it works with your string type of information. Suppose you wanted to see on the basis of address. So see, on the basis of address and that too in the descending order. So first S, then M, then K, then C. Okay, if you wanted to use it, you wanted to see in the descending order, that ascending order, that also you can do. Same thing with the date of birth. Means what you have to understand that it is actually order by is working with all type of information. Okay, now you can see date of birth. See, in date of birth, you have to understand that how we are actually calculating date, right? For example, 2011 is maximum and 2000 is minimum. In 2000, then January month and second day. This is actually minimum value. So because the date type of this DOB was of date, therefore it is checking the date in the proper format. Okay. Then next thing is, suppose you wanted to arrange them with respect to multiple columns. Again, that is possible. For example, I am writing this one. Select asterisk from STU order by age. First, we will see the output of this. You can see over here the output. Now, 2 are there with 13 age, 2 with 14 age, and 2 with 15 age. Now, I want first order by their age, but later on, I want their names to be in the alphabetical order according to their age. So like this, comma. Another thing is, another name. See, if I'm writing like this, now you can see 13 years, first is henna, second is null. 14 years, you will see the change. Previously, it was Zach then Ron, but if we will see alphabetically, R should come first. So therefore, now Ron, now then Jack. And then over here, Alice and Alex, it was given like that only, but now if you will see, first Alex, then Alice. So suppose now, very common question, suppose I wanted to store your information on the basis of first gender, like first all boys, then all girls. Then after that, all boys, that too in the ascending order, then all girls, that too in the ascending order. That is how we are maintaining your attendance register, fine. So in that particular case, we are also going to use the same thing. Now it is your choice. You can change the sequence, ascending order and descending order according to your choice. That is, if you will see over here, I have given order by age descending and name. For that name, I have not given anything. If I will not give anything, by default, it is ascending. So now you can say first is both 15 years. Now in 15 years, you can see name in the ascending order and age is in descending order. Then again, second highest is 14 and over here name in the ascending order. You want name also in descending order, you can write after name also, you can write descending, DESC. It is your choice that how you wanted to see the information. Okay, like this you can give multiple order, multiple columns for the sorting purpose. And one more
How
thing,
can we do that gender thing?
Anji,
How can we do that gender thing?
suppose if I am having gender, no, I will arrange that order by gender. The gender may first all females will come, then all males will come. Then comma, I can write name. See, I'm not
We
having
have to write
right now over
gender
here.
equals to what?
Take second, na? I'm not having gender, but you think like this. If I'll write gender, then name. Gender means first all females will come, then all males will come because F is smaller than M. Then for name,
Yes, ma'am.
I have given in the ascending order. So like this, it will come.
Okay.
I hope this is clear to all of you. Now, as per your book, you are going to do practice up to page number 543. Up to 543, we have completed of chapter number 12. So you have to do the practice and then we will discuss tomorrow. Remaining few functions are there in the MySQL. So those functions we will continue tomorrow. Okay, then good day all of you. And plus those students who has not submitted their MySQL work of Saturday, they are going to show me their tables today. Okay, good day all of you.